Okay, boy, it's adventure time. Here's the plan. You see that cliff over there? Okay, I want you to use your natural levitation abilities to float over there, and yeah, over there. Oh, yes, over there, exactly. And wait for my signal. Then I jump at you, and you grab me, and you allow me to do a double jump, thus safely landing to the next edge of the cliff. Get it? Okay, do it now. You're the worst sidekick ever! Monster World 4 was a 1994 action puzzle platformer originally released for the Japanese Mega Drive as the sixth and final entry of the Wonder Boy/Monster World series. Thanks to Sega's recently initiated campaign to bring old-school titles to newer generation of players, this never-before imported gem was finally made available for modern systems. As only expected from such classic action titles, the plot premise is a relatively simple reprisal of the timeless hero's journey to save the world narrative archetype that has always worked rather charmingly in gaming format. It's both the ideal starting point for most tales and legends, and the basic device to ignite its own story-wise development. Case in point, the narrative/gameplay style in Monster World 4 has its unique multi-layer twists. The player takes control of Asha, a brave young lady eager to prove herself and save her Arabian-like land from whatever form of evil is threatening it. Along the way, she becomes the master of a genie's lamp and adopts a little Totoro-esque creature to help her during her travels. On the surface, said story is mostly moved forward by the usual lines of dialogue you hear from the customary townfolk NPCs. On a deeper and much more satisfying level, however, what really captivates this interactive experience is the relationship between the main heroine and her sidekick pet, Pepe. Here's a classic example of a gameplay cleverly used to provide characters' development and smooth tale progression. Aside from jumping, attacking, and shielding from your opponent's blows, the central element of the experience relies on your ability to solve puzzles and overcome obstacles with the aid of your furball companion. It can be used to float briefly and perform double jumps, and you can feed him with specific fruits, thus allowing him to grow bigger and unlock new abilities. Pepe Digivolves! Slightly bigger Pepe! What? Were you expecting a Pokemon reference? Ha! Ha! It can also be used to melt ice blocks, blow off fire, locate invisible doors, and so forth. By the time you reach the third portion of the game, Pepe becomes an invaluable companion to Asha, and thus to the player, fully realizing a convincingly endearing relationship through puzzle solving and dungeon grinding. Ah! It's a dangerous enemy! Quick, boy! Attack him! You're such a lazy bum. The gameplay also subtly foreshadows an imminent plot twist that made both me and Asha very sad. If I had one small complaint, it would fall to the villains. These wizards are possibly the most idiotically obvious antagonists to appear in this medium. Their evil scheme was to capture the elemental spirits that keep the world in balance so that they could be free to brainwash the people into submission and
take on the world.
It's not just the fact that they all look like a cross between Jafar and Bluto, or even because of their annoying habit of constantly snickering and blab about their plan out loud for dreadfully cliched reasons. Their base is located inside the main city, where anyone could literally come across them and casually hear them talking to themselves about filling the world with evil and enslaving humanity to their Dark Lord. I even get to talk to them as if they were regular NPCs. Hee hee, seems like the Fire Warlock slipped up a bit. Hey, there's always one bad apple in every bunch. Grrr, it seems we have an enemy in our midst. The time has come, enough play! Oh, and by the way, please ignore the fact that I'm talking out loud about my evil schemes. Thank you. And yet, no royal guards to arrest them. I have to go all the way to the end of a level in order to defeat them one by one. Also, I do have a major gripe with the difficulty. It starts off balanced and fairly challenging without being frustrating, only to suddenly get unholy towards the last two levels. Even with an extremely merciful saving system, which allows you to save your progress manually whenever you want, the last boss is a nightmare. This version of the game includes such extras as a jukebox for the official soundtrack, which is fairly decent and catchy, and an online feature for time challenges. Monster World 4 is, for the most part, a glorious interactive extravaganza that can appeal to both older and newer gamers. Its visuals and character design are colorful and appealing. I especially appreciate the level of details put in the sprite animation of Asha, which is now one of my favorite heroines in gaming. My score for Monster World 4 is shut up and take my money. It is fairly cheap after all.
Bad dog! You're a bad dog! Bad dog!